Hi everyone. It's Sentiment Saturday. I have these word sticker sheets here that I want to use, and you could use anything. You could use a printout or whatever, but I want to make some word clusters. I have one. Where did I put it? Somewhat like this, and you can make them in all shapes and sizes. These could be used depending on the size as a pocket or a tuck spot or focal point for the journal cover, or what I usually use them for is a altered paper clip. So I'll put a paper clip over another piece of paper and glue it to the back and use it there. But basically I'm just using scraps. These are I got these a long time ago on AliExpress, and I noticed there's a few typos, but I've been able to work around it. You know, you get what you pay for. This one, this is funny. I put this one back because I thought, take you time. That's not right grammatically. And then after a while I realized it meant take you time. So yeah, so we can use that one. But it's funny how you see things and they don't make sense. The first time I was like, take you time? That doesn't make sense. It should be take your time. And then I realized, yeah, well, I don't take a lot of you time. Anyway, I want to use these up, and I have a bunch of these little cutoffs of just coffee dyed paper. So I'm going to add some words. I've got some ink. I've got some ephemera little pieces. I don't know if you remember, but I have my little collage box that I keep all this stuff in. I don't know if you can see all that. And I've got torn up book pages and music sheet, and this is just miscellaneous ephemera that, you know, small, that I can use here and there and wherever. And so I've got a handful of that, some coffee dyed scraps, some words, my snippet jar. I just took a handful of stuff out of that. I've got my ink, and I was using the wrong sponge yesterday. I had an accident the other day where I knocked everything over on my desk and everything went behind it into the windowsill. So yeah, I got those mixed up. But anyway, I've got some flat back pearls. These are, I guess those are black. These are like a champagne color. And yeah, so I need another piece of coffee dyed paper. When I do the TNs, you know, I get all these little cutoffs. So let's get started. What did I do with the good one? Oh, here it is over here. Yeah, so that's my goal. I put there. Oh, I also have this jar of buttons. I have seen online people all the time getting these jars of buttons from Dollar Tree, and I was like, we never have buttons at our Dollar Tree. Well, lately I've been noticing the craft departments are expanding, and I found two. There were only two. I bought them both. So I've separated them into large and small buttons, but really quite a collection of buttons in there for $1. There's got to be over 100 buttons in there. So light, dark, blue, red, pink, you name it. So I've got a little collection of buttons there to use here also. So let's do the take you time so I can quit laughing about it. And I'm just going to run this along here. I don't really need it to be completely inky. I just want to have a little bit of an outline so that it pops from the, put the lid on the glue, so it pops from the coffee dyed paper. And I'm using some adhesive because although it is pretty sticky, I don't want to chance it coming off. So this, I think I can use this here on this torn edge. I'm going to tear all the edges anyway. So I'm just going to lay that there and tear around it. Not too hard so far. If this one's a little small, but make it work. Okay, so then I want to go ahead and ink around that edge. Yes, I can see that's the right color now. On that last project it had a green, which is fine because the butterfly was green, so it went well, but it wasn't the color that I thought I had. So you see how just that little color of the ink around makes it pop away from that coffee dyed paper. Okay, so now I want to put some fabric or lace or something. I've got this piece of lace. I finally got around to cutting some of the blouses that I've bought at Goodwill. I buy them but don't always trim them apart. So I had this one and I had a blue one that was like this blue-gray, dusty blue. So got quite a bit of material out of those. I'm just kind of stretching it out a little bit, making it look a little bit more grungy. And I'm going to glue this down to here. This is a piece of ephemera. I'm not sure where it came from. Looks like the Lily My Love kit that I did a while back. So I'm just going to attach that on there. I'm actually doing this the wrong side out because it's textured on the back side. Okay, and then do I want to put that way? I think I'm going to go ahead and put a piece of lace in there just to give it a little bit more texture. There's no one way to do this, guys. Just plop it on. Get rid of these little pieces, parts we have laying around. We don't want to throw them away, but we need to use them. And I have a tendency to collect them. I'm a collector of junk. So I think I'm just going to put that diagonal across there. I usually like to have about 5 layers. I just think that makes for an interesting. The bottom piece is cardstock. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then my little button accents. So I'll lay that like that. And I did not ink around this card, so I'll go ahead and do that now. Since the fabric isn't attached all the way down, it's not going to matter under here really. Don't need a lot. Okay, so we've got that. Now which button? I want to make these kind of neutral because I don't know which journal they're going in or whatever, so I think I'll use this one. And I'm just going to put a dot of glue. And then because these all have holes in it, that glue should come through the holes. And that should take care of my pearl. In theory. So, hardest part of these pearls, getting them on here. So I'm just gonna press that down. Hopefully that glue will take hold. So when I lift my finger, it's not sticking to my finger, but I got to give it just a second, and it's sticking to my finger. So I just need a little bit. That one only has the 2 holes, and the other one I did had 4 holes. Come on. Okay, there we go. This one is actually a kind of green tone, but there you go. Hope that's not blurry. So just, I guess that's 7 layers, but 5 to 7. They say odd numbers are more pleasing to the eye. I've just always done it that way. So let's try another one. So let's go ahead and put a couple of words down. Excuse me. I've got curiosity. I'm going to put that a little further away. Well, I want to ink that up first. So I'm just kind of scraping it on the edge of the ink pad. I almost wish I had the little tiny ink pads for this, but that's okay. It works. And I'm going to put it a little further away so I have room to tear around there. Let's see. I'm just going to use these on this sheet. I need 4 more, or 3 more. Let's see. Let's do strength. Don't need the photos. Strength. And what else? Passion. Passion's always good. I'm getting the tip of my finger. Okay. There we go. And let's see. How about charming? Okay. So edge that. And I'm not really worried about, you know, what matches what here. If I keep to a neutral palette, then I can pretty much use these on anything. So let's tear this along here, using my thumb as a guide. Okay, actually that's enough. I can still use those pieces. I won't use this one. Okay, so let's go down the other side. This way, you can get a lot of these made if you do it, you know, assembly line style. So, curiosity, strength, passion, and charm. Okay, so let's ink that up really quickly. This won't take any time at all. Just want to grunge it up. So is everybody getting back into their routines? I feel like this holiday season came up super quick, and it just is not going away. That doesn't sound right, but it just seems like it's lasting a long time, and I think it's because all of us have been sick, and so that makes a difference. Okay, so I want to use, let's see, I've got some of this brown fabric. Let's do this one. And I've got a piece of this. I don't even know where this came from. My mother-in-law brought me a box of fabric one time, and I was doing a lot of quilting, and there was some really good stuff in there. So I'm just picking some of this. Ooh, didn't intend that to happen. A lot of this fabric, this must be from her batch, because it's a lot of it is vintage fabric, and yeah, so it tears pretty easily, which doesn't really matter for for this purpose. In fact, I think I'll just go ahead and take that piece off there. And let's see, which way do I want this to go? I had this adhered to something, it looks like. And changed my mind. So let's see. Let's just put some glue down here and start with that as a base. That piece already has been inked around, so don't have to worry about that. And then I will take, let's see if I can find a piece of that trim. Oh, I've got this. Let's use a piece of that. I'm not sure where that came from either. Okay. So I'm just going to put that on the top. And I'm going to make it fit. Maybe if I go up and down and up and down and up, it'll kind of all squeeze in. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's see. Let's use Charming for this one. And you can add more or less, you know, make them to whatever suits your style. Let's see, I'm going to put this straight because that fabric is crooked. And then there's a blue flower there, so I think I'm going to add that blue button. Put that here. Okay, and I think instead of the black button, I'll use the champagne again. Come on. There we go. See if I can get that to stay this time. Nope, I gotta add a little bit more. Well, it's staying on me, not staying on the button. Stay. There we go. Now I gotta get a finger that doesn't have glue on it. Let's try that. So this is a fun way to use up some of your scraps to make ahead some little ephemera pieces, and you know, have your words. It does not want to stay. Where's my little pokey? Let's see. Get in there. I think I still have too much glue on my fingers, so there we go. Okay, so that's 3. Now let's do these last 2 real quick. I've got some book pages here, so let's do this is like a seed company advertisement or something, and we'll take a little bit of book page on this one. Painful intestines. No, I don't want that. Teaching of Christ. I'd rather have that, I think, than. Although I inked on the other side, so let's try that again. Read the. You don't want to talk about cholera and painful intestines and stuff. Okay, so there we go. Let's get a piece of that. For me, blue is a neutral. I know it's probably not for some people, but I put a lot of blue, so that's a little tinier piece than this. Let's go with that. You're not going to really see the words, but there's going to be somebody who'll try to read it. So let's see, which one do we want to put? Let's put strength. Alrighty. And this one's a smaller one, so this would make a great paper clip. This one would make a good tuck. Alright, what else do we want to... I think I'll use this button. But I don't think I'm going to put anything inside this button. This is a very cool button on its own. Very dimensional. I don't know if you can see how thick that button is. And I tried to take it apart a couple times. Alright, so we've got 4. Alright, so let's do, we want these 2 here. I'll go ahead and put up another book page on this one here. And I've got some of this lace trim, just to show you that you don't really have to think too hard, you know. Just put some things on there. This piece was inked and looks like I cut off some, so let me just ink the rest of that. Okay. And what have I got here? Got a piece of ribbon. I could add a bow, but I think I'm gonna skip that. So let's do curiosity. It's a long word. It'll go perfect on that one. There we go. Curiosity. Yeah, I want the button. So this one, I'm just going to use the little black button here. Fibers are sticking to my finger. And I don't know. I think that's fine. I don't think it needs anything else. They don't all have to be very elaborate. This piece, I forgot to trim out the corners. This is one of those that the ink started running out. You can tell because it's pink, but it's on the purple side. I think it was supposed to be a little more red in tone, or burgundy. Let me get that out. And I have this kind of pinky button that I think will go perfect with this one. So let's ink around this. And then I think I will take a piece of this. Now, if I have another piece. Maybe I've got this piece. That would be kind of cool. Let me trim off that. This is from a pair of shorts that I found at Goodwill in the kids department. It was a pair of knit shorts and it had layers and layers and layers of this. I probably got a good 3 yards of this trim. I've used it for lots of stuff. But that would be fun right there. And let's use a piece of there's a flower here. So we can trim around the flower. Doesn't have to be perfect. Sorry, I'm off camera, guys. Alright, so yeah, so let's just glue that on the side there. I moved my glue bottle and I keep grabbing the one that's not open. So let's see. I think this will. You can still see that it's a ticket underneath. Line it up with the one edge and let it hang over the other side. It's kind of over that side as well. And I think I'll take another piece of just a little tiny, no, smaller than that, piece of book page. And let's ink that. And I think I'm just gonna put that down horizontally, or I'm sorry, vertically right here on the side. Okay, and then we'll have passion. And I have a whole sheet of little tiny, like 1-inch flowers. Those would be perfect for this project too. I forgot about those. I could have pulled those out. Okay, now I want to put that, and all of these scraps are going to go right back in my snippet jar and in my collage box, so you know, nothing gets wasted. Until next time, you know. So let's put that pink one right there. And make sure that glue is evenly distributed because it's a bigger button. I don't think I'm going to put a pearl in that one because my pearls are relatively small. They're like 1/8 of an inch and this 1/4 inch. And I don't think I have, let me see what I have here. I have these, but they're oval. Let's see what else I have. Oh, here we go. Those will work. Trying to get more organized. It's not always working. All right. These are attached, so I'm going to cut the piece off the back. Well, it folds under, so we'll do it that way. All right, let's get a tiny bit of glue there. Used my score tool to get that down in there. Left a piece of glue right on top of the pearl, so hopefully it'll come off. There we go. Perfect. Well, that'd be a cute little paper clip. And you can add bows to this. I have this little tiny bow maker. I use the 2 middle ones, makes little tiny bows. That is really fun, and those would fit on these as well. So, but there we go. We've got a larger, all different sizes, all different ways you can. Okay, so apparently I am long-winded. This was a longer video than I usually do. I usually turn it off in the middle somewhere, but it cut off at 29 minutes. So yeah, I've made 6 of these. I could probably make a ton of these in front of the TV one night. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging in there. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.